When I was younger, my dad educated me about balanced diet. He talked about fruit and veggies, proteins and carbs, and how important it is to strike a balance between them all. But what the heck? I was a kid. I ended up visiting the sweets and chocolate section in the supermarket. In this season of How to Foodograph, we will be focusing on healthy eating and how to take stunning pictures of the food using our everyday phones and also our cameras. But today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, something that has to do with frying. And we're here with the all lovely and beautiful Mrs. Olumodimu.
Today we're doing something called GizDodo.
Did you coin that name?
No, I mean, that's what everybody calls it.
Oh, okay.
I wish I coined it. All right.
I'll presume.
But what it is gizzard and dodo.
So that's just
in fact, I've actually tried all types of combinations. So I've done assorted GizDodo before, assorted meats.
Okay.
GizDodo, you know, it's on Instagram. It's on Instagram.
All right. Follow her on this. Please make sure you follow her on Instagram. And what is your handle, please?
It's just BT2Dimo.
BT2Dimo. That's at BT2Dimo.
So, like I said, today we're just doing GizDodo, which is gizzard and dodo, right? And guilt-free, because we're going to use zero cholesterol oil again.
Zero cholesterol oil.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the palm oil. All right, you guys make sure you target this in the market.
Try it, yeah.
It is awesome.
Good for the heart.
You won't visit the cardiologist.
All right, so it involves frying.
Okay.
But we're going to do the frying. We're going to then do food styling, and I use veg to basically be the bed, the base. So now I already have fried the dodo, because everybody knows how to fry dodo, right? And then the gizzard, I used onions and then spices to my taste. And you can also put chili, dried chili. Pepper chilies from scratch. Okay. But we're going to be putting a pepper sauce to mix it up. Okay. So you can just do like just a dash of salt, depending on how hot you want it. And then we also have garnish, because in food styling, it's all about the presentation. It's all about the food presentation. So we have chili pepper here. We have green and red. So give it colors. So we're going to start out with trying to, like I've already prepared these ones. So I'm going to just do a little fine finishing of the pepper sauce I had already boiled.
Okay. So as you're doing all of that, I'm just going to be taking one picture.
Okay. But you know, I also want to learn about this, your photography. As you're learning cooking, I need to be learning photography.
It's not
really, Bayo.
It's all about light. Photography is about light.
Okay.
Yeah, so once you understand the light and the way light travels, you can do anything with photography.
Okay. So I've put on my lights. And then I'm going to put in some
quantity of oil.
What I did was, it's cholesterol for oil. Of course, you don't want to drink it.
You don't want to drink it?
No, you don't. No, you don't want. So I basically have about 3-4 tablespoons. Yeah, or 2 serving spoons of oil. What I did was to use that same oil. I sliced some onions and I used it to fry my gizzard.
Okay.
So it's already there. Yeah, it's already there.
So right now we're just going to put that. Sorry.
You want to try? Oh, okay. It's parboiled, so it's onions, peppers, and very little tomatoes. Yes, just drop it in.
Everything?
Not everything. It's going to be really, really chili. All right, that should be enough.
This?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Next.
Watch it so you don't burn yourself. I'm going to also, it's not spiced at all yet. So I want to just put just simple.
What is that?
This is ground white pepper. Just white pepper, and then you can also put black pepper. You can put a little curry. It's all up to you, really. But I'm going to put I'm going to put seasoning.
Okay.
Then next, you also want to just carefully. You can feel. Can you feel the heat already?
Yeah.
So we're frying it so it can dry up a little more.
So how long will that take?
No, just about 5 minutes or less. Yeah, or less.
Just something we can always just chill, sit down.
You can just, exactly, and okay, while that's happening, I can just try and show you what I did. I could as well just take my gizzard and dodo and just slap it, you know, throw it onto the plate, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I've decided that I want to present it in a worthy manner. Okay. And I'm also looking at colors, we're talking about photography, and of course, apart from photography, when somebody actually serves you food, no matter how small it is, the presentation makes it as appealing as ever. So it's all about the presentation. So what I have here is lettuce. You can use rockets, you could use cabbage. Cabbage is the whiter one.
Yes, so this is
okay.
lettuce.
Yeah, lettuce. So what I've done is I've washed it. Yeah. I use a paper towel to dry it, because I don't want it to be wet. And then and I could use any other dish, but I've decided to plate it into this little 3-plate.
Square, cubic.
You can use them for peanuts too. I mean, it's multi-purpose anyway. You can use it to serve nuts when your friends come over. So I've dried my lettuce, and I've decided that I would then, you know, make sure the edges show, so that by the time we put our dodo in it, the orange, the browns, the color contrast. I'm sure that you're going to come back and tell me that they are wonderful pictures.
I've already seen it. I've seen it right in my head.
All right, so now the pepper is fried. So the next thing is to then pour in the gizzard. Like I told you, less than 5 minutes really. If you have parboiled pepper already in your freezer, there are so many things that you can easily do. Within 5 minutes, you can just throw together some fantastic foods for you to eat when you get back from work.
So after like a tiring day, you can still come back and do this.
And in 5-10 minutes.
So you really don't have to rely.
Can you do me a favor? Can you pass my hand mitts there? I just don't want to burn myself.
Yes.
Thank you.
This makes me feel like
a chef.
Yeah, a chef. I'll call myself.
And then it's done. Oh, you look great.
Really? Are you just saying that? Oh, I really do look great.
You look like a photographer in an apron. How's that?
Okay, I don't look too bad. Ladies and gentlemen, do I look too bad? No, I'm sure I don't look too bad.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
Do you know what it's for? What are these for?
Yeah, it's for tasting.
Alright, so can I start with the tasting?
Would you be able to give me 2 seconds to just get it all out of the pot?
Alright, I'm running out of patience. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, which one of them should I start?
Just when you take your fork down, because you have almost an equal quantity of dodo. Anyone, just pick one. I know you would pick the biggest one.
The better. So all I have to do is close my eyes and...
Yeah, what you would have...
I see, I only picked.
Then you need to have a gizzard on it.
Gizzard, so it's gizzard and dodo.
GizDodo. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a bit of gizzard and I have a bit of dodo.
But it's very hot.
Oh yes, it's hot.
Hot?
It's hot.
Literally and figuratively.
Oh geez, it tastes awesome. Okay, tasting, how many times do we...
No, tasting is just once, really.
Come on.
Let's do the styling now. And dish it individually and carefully, because you don't want to just mess up the leaves around. There you have it. And just add to this. Now, to top it all up,
Garnish.
the garnish. So we have different colors. So the best.
That is carrots, isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay.
So if you were to put something that was the exact same color as this, you know, it wouldn't. So we had to bring things that are brighter than it.
Carrot is the perfect one.
Yeah. So we can do.
And it will just
And it to be.
pop out in your photograph.
Okay. So we have quite a few. So we can do either 3 or 4 pieces each. And because it's a conscious garnish, you want to put it in a specific format. Yeah. Pattern.
Pattern is the right, yeah. So make sure that you try something like this. Do exactly the same thing, or you can even make it more. Add a bit of spice. You know, make your own creation and make sure that you tag us. All right. So there you have it. Thank you very much. Ensure you follow us on Instagram at 1205 Photos and
BT2Demo.
all right. All right, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be shooting the GizDodo that has been prepared already. So, like we said, the camera manufacturer, Samsung, especially the Samsung NX30, They've made everything, they've made life so easy. So all you have to do is point and shoot. But before we jump into the camera setting, we're going to talk about the light. We're using one light setup here. What does that mean? Just a big light source. Right now we have a huge window that is pouring in light. So what we're just basically going to do is we are going to diffuse the light that is coming in. If not, it's going to be harsh light that is hitting the food. We don't want harsh light to hit the food. We want it to be soft. Right now we're using this translucent material. This is just basic tracing sheets or tracing paper. It's what I use as my own translucent material. There are some other translucent material you could pick. Professionally, there are some that go for hundreds of dollars. You know, there are many other ones like that. But this is completely cheap and very economical. It is just tracing paper. But right now, I doubled it. If you have a look at this, you'll notice that I put two of them. So this is one over here, and then this is another one right here. So doubling it is basically diffusing it twice. Okay, so that's about it. We're going to talk about the surface now. The surface that we're using now is nothing but a reflective black perspex glass. We're going to place the food on top of it. So this is the food and this is the drink. The reason why I'm using this reflective sable is because I want to create a reflection. Okay, so I'm going to shoot it from a certain angle. That is from this kind of angle, like a 45-degree pointed down. I'm going to shoot it bearing in mind that the reflection of the green leaves itself is going to show, and then also having the contrast of the redness on the table. All right, so camera settings. What are we doing here? This is our regular DSLR from Samsung. All I just did was I put it on what we call aperture priority. Aperture priority allows you to select the amount of light that is entering your lens while the camera takes care of every other thing. In very simple terms, put it on aperture and then you can control the amount of light that enters. So right now, I put it on aperture and then I'm just going to point at this straw. Just keeps floating. I have no idea what's wrong with it. Very stubborn straw. So right now I've just put it on aperture and my aperture setting is around 2.4. That is really wide. Now this is for the professionals. You will understand this. Bearing in mind that we could also use any form of device to shoot. We are going to use our phones to also shoot. But let's just take this picture first and have a look at it. Okay. Alright, so we've taken that already. Now that is our beautiful shot of the GizDodo. It has been presented properly. So anywhere that you show this picture, everybody's going to be hungry for gizzard and dodo, aka GizDodo. What normally happens is the cameras on your phones and even on your DSLRs, they have a way of introducing white if there's too much black in a picture. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to tell the camera that I don't want you to put in that white. So by doing that, we have to reduce the exposure. So I'm just going to go straight to the settings on the camera here and then reduce the exposure by 1 or 2 stops. Basically by 2 stops. Doing this, I've already reduced the black. I've already, make the black blacker, if you get what I mean. So basically doing that is going to give it a lot of, it will create this contrast and it's going to make the picture very beautiful. And then the next thing to do is to compose your shots. Remember we talked about composing the shots. Be sure to check out the previous videos if you've not seen them. It has a whole lot of composing of shots. So right now I'm just going to compose my shots and then I'll take it. There you go. And I'm already seeing a beautiful shot. So that's about it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for watching. Please make sure you tune in again for the next episode.